Scotland have just released their squad for the Nations Championship, their first 3 rounds of the Nations Championship, playing against South Africa, Argentina and Fiji. Now, the South Africa game is in South Africa. That's going to be absolutely awesome. The Argentina game is also in Argentina, and I think the Fiji game is actually at home in Murrayfield as well, so that is a bit of a home game, but there's going to be a lot of traveling, probably a lot of squad management as well, and there's also some players here that maybe did miss out as well. So there's a lot of good things and a lot of maybe negative things as well about the squad, but we're going to get right into it. But before we do, if you do enjoy the content, please don't forget to like and subscribe to help the channel grow. I appreciate all the support. If you've been here for a while now, you know for the Scotland team and for all the teams for the Nations Championship, I'm going to be doing the player ratings, the match previews, the match predictions, the match reactions, who I think they should choose every single week for their games as well. A bit of a squad prediction as well. So if you are a Scotland fan, hit the subscribe button and hang around. There's going to be a lot more Scotland and international rugby content coming out. It's going to be absolutely awesome. Now, this is my first time reading the squad out as well, so we're going to be reacting to it together, kind of going over it and seeing who did miss out, who maybe should have been here, and what the squad looks like from a neutral perspective as well, because I am a neutral. So let's get right into it. So in the forwards, they've gone for Ewan Ashman, Josh Bayliss, Magnus Bradbury, Gregor Brown, Scott Cummings, Rory Dodge, Jack Dempsey, Freddie Douglas, Matt Fagerson, Xander Fagerson, Johnny Gray, Gregor Hiddleston, Will Hurd, Nathan Macbeth, Liam McDonald, Elliot Miller-Mills, Darcy Ray, Alex Samuel, Piers Skuman, Seb Steven, Rory Sutherland, and Max Williamson. So a very strong squad selected there for Scotland in the forward pack. I mean, we've kind of come accustomed to knowing these players. We know they are very experienced international players. They've done very well without kind of winning the Six Nations. They beat France by far, probably the best performance I've seen from the Scotland squad ever. That's probably from this kind of group of players, from this era of Scotland players, that probably is the result that really does stand out to me. But I mean, this is a really strong Scotland team, but they have a big challenge ahead of them. Going to Argentina is not easy for anyone. It's never easy to win there. They are very difficult to play there. They play with more passion in Argentina as well. They've beaten some very big teams at home. They've beaten the Springboks at home. They've beaten the All Blacks at home. They've beaten the Wallabies at home. They've beaten most teams at home as well. So this Argentina side nowadays can beat any team on any given day, and probably could challenge for a World Cup if they actually get it right consistently as well. So that's going to be a very tough game. Then, of course, the South Africa game, that forward pack is going to be probably the biggest challenge for this forward pack here. Can they hang with the Springboks physically? Can they hang with them mentally as well? It's going to be an absolutely bruising battle in South Africa, and you know it's going to be a hostile crowd. The Glasgow team, full of Scotland internationals, had a very unsuccessful tour to South Africa as well. So hopefully for this Scottish pack, for the Scottish team, it doesn't kind of look like a repeat of that, because it is a very tough touring to South Africa and playing there against that home crowd in that atmosphere. It's going to be absolutely electric, but it's going to be a massive battle, and probably a battle that these players are very excited for as well. I really think, looking at the front rows, that's where Scotland probably really needs to step it up at scrum time, because that's where South Africa is going to try to put a lot of pressure on the Scotland team. Same with Argentina. They're a very good scrummaging country as well, so it's going to be very interesting to see how that happens, what happens there. Can they kind of hang around and hang there in the deep end with the Argentina forward pack and the Springbok forward pack as well? But looking at the backs, we have Fergus Burke, Jamie Dobie, Darcy Graham, George Horn, Rory Hutchison, Tom Jordan, Stafford McDowell, Kyle Rowe, Finn Russell, Ollie Smith, Kyle Steyn, Sione Tuipulotu as captain, Duan van der Merwe and Ben White. So one very noticeable guy not there, very noticeable exclusion, no Hugh Jones. So it looks like Stafford McDowell might get a lot more game time, unless they try to play Kyle Steyn in the outside centre position. I'm not sure they will. I mean, I know he has played outside centre for Glasgow and it was quite successful there as well, but I think Stafford McDowell's been pretty good this year. He is a big physical guy, so that might just help them out against a country like South Africa or Argentina, where the backline players are really fast but also really physical and can dominate you on that one-on-one physical battle and footwork battle as well. So if Stafford McDowell does get that kind of nod to get the start, it's honestly going to be a very tough challenge for him, probably against Jesse Creel or Kanan Moody or Damien De Alindi, and then on the other side some really good centres from Argentina as well, not to mention Semi Radradra and Joshua Tuisova from Fiji as well. So the backline's also going to have a very tough time this kind of Nations Championship, but realistically this is a very strong Scotland squad, a lot of Glasgow players, so they're going to try kind of right their wrongs from the Champions Cup quarter-final, and of course the URC semi-final as well. I mean, this team has done some really good things, but the one thing with the Scotland team is they definitely do struggle away from home. They definitely are a better team at home. So I think that Fiji game in Scotland will be a lot better for these players, and that Fiji team is going to be comfortable playing 3 games in a row in the Northern Hemisphere. Unfortunately, it is listed as a home game for Fiji, even though we probably all know it's going to be mostly Scottish fans. It's going to be a Scotland home game, which I wish we could see a team like Scotland or England going to Fiji and playing in Fiji. That would be absolutely incredible. It's not going to happen, but still, that Fiji team is definitely a team you have to watch out for. And on the back of kind of touring to Argentina and South Africa, if you were to have 2 disappointing results there and think you're going to go into that Fiji game and get a really good result, it's not going to happen, because that Fiji team is a really tough team to beat right now. So for the Scotland team, of course, I think their goal is to win 3 games out of 3, but it's going to be very tough. It's going to be a very good challenge, but I do suspect that this Scotland team will probably be the team that puts the most pressure on Argentina and South Africa from the teams that are touring there. I think it is England, Scotland and Wales doing that kind of 3-game tour of the Fiji, Argentina and South Africa games. So I think Scotland probably is the best overall team, the most complete team from those 3 teams. But that being said, they have a big task ahead of them. They've chosen a very good squad. Can they now step up to the table and play the way they did against France in the Six Nations every single week? But I will be doing who I predict they will pick for their upcoming games. There's some really good players here. I mean, Kyle Stein's one of the best players in the world this year. Sione Tuipulotu is a phenomenal player. Jamie Dobie's an absolutely awesome player. George Horn as well. Ben White's been really good every single time he plays for Scotland. And of course, Finn Russell, the magic man himself. They call him the Messi of rugby because he is such a skillful player as well. So some big names here, and I think some of the names in these games that really have to stand up, just looking at it from the team sheet perspective, you have guys like Scott Cummings that has to be there physically. Rory Dodge has been awesome all year. Can he keep it up? Jack Dempsey's kind of dropped his form a little bit. Can he get back to his best? Matt Fagerson and Xander Fagerson, both of them really have to step it up. Matt Fagerson's been really good, but it's going to be a very tough challenge against guys like Peter Steph Dutoy and guys like Marcos Kremer from Argentina as well. Xander Fagerson's going to be put under a lot of pressure. He's good around the park, but can his scrummaging kind of survive the onslaught from Argentina, Fiji and South Africa? So there's some really big names here. Piers Skuman as well, playing in South Africa. That's going to be a good one to watch. Then in the backline, some really good players as well. So I'm very excited to see how the Scotland team does get on, but it's going to be a very tough challenge. But let me know what you think of the Scotland team down below in the comments. It's a really strong squad. I think it's going to be a very good game watching them against Argentina, Fiji and South Africa. It's going to be absolutely awesome. But I will be doing videos predicting who I think will be the starting kind of 23 against the Argentina and the Springbok games and the Fiji games as well. Match previews, match reactions, team selections, all of those reactions coming out as well. So if you do enjoy the content, please don't forget to subscribe and hang around for a lot more international rugby content. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.